Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chandra. Just wanted to come to you again. Kind of had a lot on my mind. Yesterday was one of those days where it makes you go, thinking about domestic violence and personally knowing and having family members that have been affected and that have also been killed by domestic violence. Domestic violence is also called intimate partner violence. So it does not necessarily mean that it's someone that lives in your home. It could be someone that you're in a relationship with, but you're being intimate with them in whatever ways. When someone tells you that they're going to kill you, believe them. You know the old saying that people used to say back in the day, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's not true. Sometimes words hurt more than actual physical abuse. Physical abuse, sometimes you see the bumps and the bruises and they go away. And sometimes you may forget about them. You don't forget about how you felt, but you may forget about them. However, when someone is mentally manipulating you, you don't forget that. There is help. There is assistance that is out there for you if you need that. One of the things is you can get a temporary protective order. Well, what is a temporary protective order? It is a court order that helps victims and their children to be protected by the person that is actually abusing them. And that's mainly from someone that lives within your home, used to live in your home. So someone that knows the ins and outs of your living quarters and live with you. And then you have the protective stalking order, which is someone that may not have lived with you, but they know you, or they are abusing you, or they're sending you information via text message, via telephone, whether they are constantly contacting you via social media, and you've asked them to stop contacting you and they still continue to do so. They're sending threats to you. Those are several different ways that this happens. When someone threatens you, you need to take that seriously, because you really don't know if they mean what they say. And a lot of times when people say things, the first couple of times they might say them and they don't do anything, and you get off guard and you will just assume, oh, well, they said that before and they're not going to do it again. But trust and believe, if they're saying it, then they're thinking it. And if they're thinking it, it just needs the right timing for it to actually happen. So don't put anything past anyone when they tell you, I love you to death, or I will kill you. And if this happened, then this will happen. Believe people when they tell you the first time. Don't just brush it off. And if you are the person that's making these threats to individuals, you might need to get some help. Because if that's where your mind is and that's what you're thinking about doing, a lot of times when we think things, we think them so well and think them, and it's almost like you're thinking them into existence. If you're thinking in these things, you need to go get some help for why do you feel the way that you feel. If someone doesn't want to be with you, let them go. If you see that they're not contacting you back, they're not calling you back, then maybe they don't want to be bothered. Let them go. And if it bothers you to a point where you feel like you have to physically hurt someone because you can't get in contact with them, then maybe you need to go get some help. And that's my tip for today.